Hi, in this video, we will learn the treatment of investment fluctuation reserve at the time of retirement of a partner. Investment fluctuation reserve is a specific reserve which is created to act as a buffer against any fall in the market value of investments. In case there is a fall in the market value of investments, to the extent required, the investment fluctuation reserve will be utilized and the balance, if any, will be distributed among the partners in old profit sharing ratio. On the other hand, where there is an increase in the market value of investments, the investment fluctuation reserve is not necessary and therefore it will be distributed among all the partners in OPSR at the time of retirement of a partner. So let's solve an example sum to understand the treatment of investment fluctuation reserve given different market values of investments. Example sum. A, B and C are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. B retires and A and C decide to share future profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. The following is an extract of the balance sheet as at the date of B's retirement. We have a balance sheet extract given. On the asset side, we have investments at cost rupees 2 lakh, and on the liability side, we have an investment fluctuation reserve for rupees 18,000. We are asked to show the accounting treatment of investment fluctuation reserve in each of the following cases. There are 5 cases given and we are asked to show the treatment of investment fluctuation reserve in each of the 5 cases. So let's begin with the solution. Journal, date, particulars, LF number, debit rupees and credit rupees. Let's begin with the case 1. Case 1 says where there is no information. So where there is no information given, we will assume that there is no change in the market value of investments, that the market value of investment is 2 lakh itself. So the reserve is not necessary and we can distribute the reserve among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So the journal entry is investment fluctuation reserve account debit to A capital account to B capital account to C capital account. The amount of the reserve is 18,000 rupees and 18,000 rupees is to be distributed in OPSR 3:2:1. Against partner A, we have 9,000 rupees. Against partner B, 6,000 rupees. And against partner C, we have 3,000 rupees. Narration being investment fluctuation reserve distributed. So this is a journal entry in the reconstituted balance sheet. On the asset side, the investments will continue to appear at rupees 2 lakh, whereas on the liability side, the investment fluctuation reserve will not appear because it's been distributed. Let's go to the next case, case 2. Case 2. Case 2 says when the market value of investments is rupees 2 lakh. So the answer is the same as case 1, where there was no information and we assume that there was no change in the market value of investments and that it remained at rupees 2 lakh. So in case 2 also, there is no change in the market value of investments. It remains as rupees 2 lakh itself. The entire investment fluctuation reserve, 18,000, is free and can be distributed between all the partners in their OPSR 3:2:1. So the answer is the same as case 1. And as in case 1, in the reconstituted balance sheet, on the asset side, the investments will continue to appear at rupees 2 lakh, whereas on the liability side, the investment fluctuation reserve will not appear because the same has been distributed among all the partners. Let's go to the next case, case 3. Case 3. The case 3 says, when the market value of investments is rupees 1,91,000. So now the value of investments has fallen from 2 lakh to rupees 1,91,000. So there's a fall in value of rupees 9,000 rupees. The investment fluctuation reserve is 18,000. We'll utilize 9,000 out of the investment fluctuation reserve to reduce the value of investments, and the balance 9,000 can be distributed among all the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Journal entry: investment fluctuation reserve account debit 18,000 rupees. Investment is an asset having a debit balance. To reduce the value of the investment from 2 lakh to rupees 1,91,000, we need to credit investments account with rupees 9,000. So to investments account 9,000. So by crediting investments account by 9,000, we ensure that the value of investment is now 1,91,000 rupees. The balance 9,000 of investment fluctuation reserve can be distributed among all partners in OPSR. To A capital account, to B capital account, to C capital account. 9,000 balance of IFR in 3:2:1. $4,500 against partner A, 3,000 rupees against partner B, and 1,500 rupees against partner C. Being value of investments reduced by rupees 9,000 and balance investment fluctuation reserve distributed. This is the journal entry to case 3. In the reconstituted balance sheet, on the asset side, the investment will now appear at rupees 1,91,000 and investment fluctuation reserve will not appear in the liability side of the balance sheet. Let's go to the next case, case 4. Case 4. Case 4 says, when the market value of investment is rupees 1,73,000. So as against the cost of rupees 2 lakh, the market value is now only rupees 1,73,000. So the reduction in value is rupees 27,000. So the investment has reduced by 27,000, whereas we have an investment fluctuation reserve of only 18,000. So to the extent of rupees 18,000, we will utilize the reserve, and for balance fall in market value of investment, we'll utilize the revaluation account and debit the revaluation account to reduce the cost of the asset investments by 9,000. So the first journal entry, investment fluctuation reserve account debit 18,000 rupees. For the balance, we'll debit revaluation account because we need to reduce the value of the asset investments by another 9,000 rupees. 2. Investment account 27,000 rupees. So this journal entry ensures that the investment value is reduced by 27,000 rupees, being value of investments reduced. Now we've debited the revaluation account with rupees 9,000. It results in a loss on revaluation. Any loss on revaluation should be distributed among all partners in OPSR. So that's the next journal entry. A capital account debit, B capital account debit, C capital account debit, to revaluation account. The loss on revaluation 9,000 rupees, and 9,000 rupees to be divided among all partners in OPSR 3:2:1. We have 4,500 rupees against the partner A, 3,000 rupees against partner B, and 1,500 rupees against partner C. Narration being loss on revaluation distributed among all partners in old profit sharing ratio. So these are the two journal entries which need to be passed in case 4. In the reconstituted balance sheet, investments will appear on the asset side at rupees 1,73,000, and since we've utilized the entire investment fluctuation reserve, the reserve will not appear in the reconstituted balance sheet. Let's go to the final case 5. Case 5. Case 5 says when the market value of investment is rupees 2,18,000. So now there's an increase in the market value of investments, and the amount of increase is rupees 18,000. The investment fluctuation reserve is not necessary because there is no decrease in the market value of investment, there is only an increase. So we'll first distribute the investment fluctuation reserve of 18,000 among all partners in OPSR. Investment fluctuation reserve account debit 18,000 rupees to A capital account to B capital account to C capital account 18,000 IFR in OPSR 3:2:1, 9,000 rupees against partner A, 6,000 against partner B, and 3,000 rupees against partner C, being IFR distributed. The next journal entry will be to increase the value of the investment by rupees 18,000. Whenever there is an increase in the value of an asset, we need to credit the revaluation account and debit the relevant asset account. So we'll debit investment account and credit the revaluation account. With the amount of the increase in investment, which is 18,000 rupees. Narration being value of investments increased. The final journal entry. There is a gain on revaluation of rupees 18,000. So this gain has to be transferred to all partners' capital accounts in OPSR. So that's the third journal entry. Revaluation account debit to A capital account to B capital account to C capital account. 18,000 gain to be distributed in OPSR 3:2:1. 9,000 rupees against partner A, 6,000 rupees against partner B, and 3,000 rupees against partner C. Narration being gain on revaluation transferred to all partners in old profit sharing ratio. So these are the three journal entries. The first journal entry is to distribute the investment fluctuation reserve because it is no longer necessary. The second journal entry is to increase the market value of investments by 18,000 by crediting the revaluation account. And the final journal entry is to transfer the gain on revaluation to all the partners in their OPSR. In the reconstituted balance sheet, the investment will appear on the asset side at rupees 2,18,000. The investment fluctuation reserve will not appear because it's been distributed among all the partners. So in this video, we learned the treatment of investment fluctuation reserve at the time of retirement of partner given different market values of investments.